Hey everyone, it's Kevin Tamura from Strama AI. Today's video, we wanted to role play the idea of what if I went back to one of my former companies and had the opportunity to use Strama for my outreach and prospecting. So want to kind of play around with this idea and see how that looks. So let's go ahead and let's dive in. So let's take the example of DocuSign. So DocuSign 5 years ago now, I think. So with DocuSign, I want to focus specifically on two areas that are tough. The CLM practice, the CLM product, which most people don't probably think about right away when they think of DocuSign, and public sector. So what makes this tough, again, is that we have to be able to message DocuSign out of the typical e-signature space. And then in the public sector is going to use unique language, right? We need to be able to speak the same terminology and the know-how within that space to have any credibility to potentially get that meeting. So in this case, I chose the San Francisco Fire Department to reach out to. And so let's look at Isaiah, for example. Isaiah's CIO. For sake of time, I went ahead and generated a 20-day sequence for Isaiah. That's going to work across 3 channels: email, LinkedIn, and phone. Email and LinkedIn are automated, and then we have an integrated dialer that allows you to make calls out of this. And so let's look at one of the emails that we've generated for Isaiah. And so I'll go ahead and just read this. Hi, Isaiah. I'm reaching out because your mission to deliver innovative and reliable XaaS solutions at the San Francisco Fire Department caught my attention. This is something we've obviously picked up from our research. I imagine that with major initiatives like the $275 million ESER facility projects, managing contracts across spreadsheets can create bottlenecks. Another good piece of research that we've pulled out, especially with the current 100+ day routing cycle through the OCA, city attorney, and controller. So now we're going to provide, hey, there's your problem statement, and we've actually woven in something from our research specifically to what he's dealing with. Imagine cutting that contract generation time from weeks to hours. Here's our proof point. State of Missouri did just that, reducing the creation process from 14 days to 2 hours with a contract intelligence platform. Then we throw in an interest CTA. And so unlike just having some sort of AI generated hook, you see that we've woven in Isaiah's, what matters to Isaiah as a CIO through the breadth of this email. And so we're going to do this throughout the sequence, right? So in the call step, we're making the calls ourselves. So we're just providing sort of a call script that you don't need a full verbatim, just to give you some talking points for that individual. We have the LinkedIn messages that'll go out in sort of a different format, more conversational, less formal than an email, if you will. And again, getting back to the emails, we could see, going right back into the research that we've done for Isaiah, and applying, different proof points that might be relevant for him. So, having to work with 14 different agencies and the paper-based mutual aid agreements, how can we do that more rapidly? We've done this rapidly with FEMA in Maui. So, a few years ago when we would have done this with, if I would write my own emails or done my own sequences or worked with my BDR to do this, um, what would go into writing these emails as specific and as personalized and pointed as they are would have taken a lot of time. Would have taken a lot of time with the research, would have taken a lot of time for then curating the content, not only for 10 people, just for one person. This would take a lot of time. So, you really could do this only do this for your very, very high value targets, or your, C-suite execs. And so what's cool about this is seeing that, hey, I can do this for Isaiah. I can do this for the different chiefs within the organization. So Shane, Kaialoa, seeing the different messaging, we can do the same thing with him as well. So really powerful, really cool to see, how this would have helped life back in the day. But really cool to see this helping out others and just, being able to use it myself. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions or want to see a little bit more behind the scenes or in the weeds, feel free to reach out. Happy to jump on a call and kind of walk through what's going in the sausage making. But yeah, key things we want to walk away with is, A, we're doing the research behind the scenes. We're applying that research and that homework, not only with our end customer, but understanding what we offer as well. And then being able to curate that across multiple channels. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon. All right, bye bye.